stick drill in there, probably a lot of bad gas. If we had to peel every single potato by hand, guys, holy crap, that would take too freaking long.
Said is child labour still a thing for peeling spots?
Child labour? What do you call child labour, Target? Normally it's 16 and above. Are you empty?
Well, not right now. You're coming early today.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if kids want to work there, 16 and above, that's fine. Nothing's under the age of 16 now. Still get kids coming in for like summer jobs. Just before they finish school for the summer.
Triumph said making kids peel spots for a poke of chips.
For a scoop of chips. Hey, I pay them a good wage, alright? For a 16-year-old, I pay them pretty damn good wage. But if they're not up to par, which I make it very clear when I hire them, I kick them straight out. Because I put them on that wage straight off the bat. A lot of the kids like to waste time and think like that they're being smart about it and that you don't notice, but obviously you're going to know. They sort of stand around not doing anything. And they should be doing the potatoes, just get on with the cleaning, once they're done they can go home. But, they kind of, everyone's going to be slow at the start, I understand. But when you've been here like half a year, are you still doing it? I'll boot them straight out the door. Problem with a lot of kids now is that that they think they're entitled to a lot. Like they think the whole world, I'm not saying every single one, but a lot of them think that